Kayfabe Memories message board, did WWE always cover all those medical bills for you?
What's that now?
Did WWE cover the medical bills?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They paid 100% of everything.
All right, good to hear. The Bulldozer has sent us this.
Flash, just, I gotta do this. I got to do this. Here goes nothing. True, sir, Bob. It doesn't taste good, but I gotta tell you the facts. You're probably not gonna believe this, but I actually enjoyed one of your matches. It was an ECW. You were facing RVD. I'm sure you don't remember it too fondly. You got superplexed to the floor. Your back was sliced like a bucket of chicken. What was it like after that match? Did you know how deep the slice was? What was it like bumping around? Could you tell how painful it was, or did the adrenaline just kick in and you just took over and willed you to a great performance? It was a good performance, Bob. As much as it pains me to say it, because otherwise I think you suck.
I might suck, but you swallow. But hey, I appreciate you telling me that you enjoyed at least one performance of mine. But
You remember the cut?
yeah, I remember that. And see, that's another guy. He just knows me from the ring. He doesn't know me personally. So go fuck yourself. And if you were standing in front of me, I'd tell you too. So and shove my dick down your mouth. But anyway.
We don't make those kind of videos yet, but the economy's bad. I may have to resort to
it. But no, I knew I was cut, but I didn't know how bad. Until I looked up on the screen and they did a close up, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh really? You saw the Titantron? Oh
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and during the commercial break, they actually sent the trainer and the doctor out there because they were going to stop it, and I told them, I said, you better fucking not. So.
Wow. Adam Smarecki from Farmington, Michigan says, can you tell us what went through your mind? You already did. When you realized you've been cut so badly, any thoughts on WWE using that moment for its "Don't Try This at Home" montage?
I thought, what was that question again?
I guess they use the clip in they have a "Don't Try This at Home" kids thing.
I thought it was good to use that because I just any publicity I would take, because I wasn't on too much stuff. So, I was glad to see it on there. So I took it and ran with it.
Jason Worthing, Bob, was there ever any friction between you and RVD after the laceration you suffered in 2006?
Oh, absolutely not. It wasn't his fault. No, right. I like Rob. Me and Rob, I love Rob to death. He's probably one of my most favorite guys to work with.
Really? He
really is, yeah. I really like working with him, and super, super good dude, too.
Good. Michael Lee, from Buffalo, New York. I must truly say that it is much respect to your display of toughness when you and RVD wrestled, referring to the table incident and wrestling the rest of the match. My question to you is simply this. Would you, Tommy Dreamer, and RVD consider opening up a wrestling school? I understand that you can't speak for them personally, but it would be great to see you three with a wrestling school.
I'm really not interested in doing that. I just, I'm just so into racing right now, because I've wrestled for so long and just burnt out on it. I enjoy teaching people, and
what about the car garage with the living quarters and a wrestling school in one complex? Could you do that?
Actually, I'd have to.
It's a lot of land.
That's no big deal. But the thing is, I would put the wrestling school, I'd detach it from the shop in the house. Because I wouldn't want the students messing around with my cars and stuff.
That is really your love, clearly, is the cars, right?
Yeah.
That's
your
thing.
I do everything myself. I paint myself. I wrench myself. I do pretty much everything myself.
Jimmy James from Off the Mark. Why was Sabu taken out of the Elimination Chamber match at December to Dismember 2006, and why were you chosen to replace him when the Sandman or Tommy Dreamer or anybody else would have been better? A little booking from Jimmy James.
Yeah, because I guess somebody got in some trouble and they pulled him out of it and stuck me in there. So it wasn't my choice.
That trouble that pops up randomly every once in a while, that kind of trouble? Yeah. Gotcha. Apache, too, from the board.
Don't hold it against me because I was stuck in there. I had no choice. Wouldn't you, if they came to you and said, hey, you're going to be in this Elimination Chamber match, wouldn't you do it? You know, so don't browbeat me over it. I just did what I was told, because I know you would. If they offered you a WWE contract, you're gonna say no. So,
Apache 2 from the board at F4W Online. Thoughts on that piece of shit match you made me sit through with Ken Kennedy in Melbourne, Australia?
I didn't make you sit through it. You chose to sit through it. I apologize for that. I can't help it.
Do you remember the match he's referring to?
Yeah, I do. But it just, it was not a good match.
Okay.
It wasn't, and I don't blame him. You know, you can be mad at me, but it takes two out there, so there was two of us out there. It just wasn't because of me.
Matt Pat 11 from the board at F4W Online. What exactly was accomplished by saddling Cody Rhodes with you for 11 months?